what beer, domestic or imported, brand, would you like to collaborate with to create a kilt? I love this question. This is a great question.
Okay. When this one came in, my first instinct, partially my capitalist instinct kicked in and said, Guinness. It has to be Guinness. I want to do a Guinness because they would market the heck out of the thing if they did it right. So I kind of went into like, but would you want to do for this? Would you want to say, no, it has to be, Guinness colors or Guinness brand colors, which are, the beer color, the creamy head plus the body of the stout, and then like a red stripe for the Arthur Guinness signature. Would you stick to those colors or would you go beyond?
Depends on what they were trying to accomplish. Like obviously this would be a bit of a partnership. Maybe it's part of the launch of a new...
No, Guinness knows me so well, and they trust me implicitly to design whatever I want for them. So it's obviously it's a partnership, but it's because that so trusted. So they, I guess they have the toucan, and that's kind of like rainbow colory.
Well, if you're gonna have one can, you might as well have two cans.
Exactly. I have not drank enough whiskey to handle Ian's dad
Also,
jokes.
you shouldn't have it from the can. You should get it on draft.
Yes. Oh, he's just doubling down. So would we do those like straight colors? I think it would be kind of a boring tartan.
Potentially.
It was just that. It would be too on the nose almost.
I mean, Spark doesn't have a lot more colors than that. You could work within the gradient to make it more interesting.
But I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like for Guinness specifically, it is so. Well, I was gonna say there's like after a Guinness is set for a few minutes, there's that firm head on it and the like the black body. You could do like a gradient kind of effect for the cascading. So that could kind of work to show some motion in the cascade. I'm doubling. I'll double back, and I think I could do that.
Okay.
But I don't think Guinness would be my choice.
Okay.
If it was like with a brand that I want to go with, who would I do? I'll let you go. So Guinness was my knee-jerk reaction because
Not like a Belhaven or a Scottish brand.
Now Guinness would just like Tennent's or something like that. Guinness would just they would throw so much money at it, and it wouldn't be funny. They would market the crap out of it.
Yeah.
But putting the capitalist instincts to the side, what would your brand be?
I'm definitely not as much of a capitalist as you are. I could answer this question so many ways because I'm very much a beer drinker. My first instinct, I wanted to go with some of my favorite local breweries like Trouble's End, which I know you're a big fan of as well, or Human Robot or a Well Crafted. These are all pretty small breweries, and none of them really do Scottish beers either, so I don't think it makes sense for any of those in particular. So my next thought is to go with an American brand that's definitely doing something Scottish. Like there's the Kilt Lifter brand. Beer is pretty popular from somewhere out west. I forget who makes it. That could be interesting.
There's some Scotch ales as well. Like Sly Fox does some and things like that.
Well, the one that came to mind, probably the Scottish ale that I've had most from an American company, that is, would be the Jolly Scott from Appalachian Brewing Company. So that one would be a good answer too.
Okay.
I think my actual answer, though, to kind of hit the right balance between size but being local to us, would be Trogs. They don't currently do any Scottish ales or Scotch, wee heavy style ales, but maybe now's the time.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe this would be part of a big launch for a new beer, and having a tartan to go with it. And I think Trogs has the size and the regional, push for it to be worthwhile, but also being local enough to be interesting and exciting for me.
Okay. If you're going to be localish and big, obviously Yingling is the one that kind of have to do.
I can't see them being fun enough with this, though.
I don't disagree. They're kind of they're not. If you're gonna say like we'll define fun as trying new things and doing a bunch of different stuff, which obviously is very much up your alley.
Yeah, sometimes Yingling will do some new things, but pretty rarely and pretty boring.
Yeah, I would say possibly New Trail would be another Pennsylvania beer.
Are they Pennsylvania? I thought they were Colorado.
No, I'm pretty sure New Trail is like center Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on it. So New Trail.
I'm not certain.
I've liked Victory for a long time.
Yeah, Victory and Trogs are similar in size.
Yeah. New Trail is up and coming. Allie, look this up. What?
Yeah.
Where is New Trail Beer
New Trail's been around for a while.
located? I want to say it's Central Pennsylvania because my buddy works. One of my guys on my hockey team does a ton of stuff with beer, and I think he said they're localish. So I do New Trail. Yes, Allie?
Williamsport, PA.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
You win this round.
I would say they have like a woodsy kind of vibe. So doing something with New Trail akin to like the Back to Nature tartan or something similar-esque to what you have on there. I could see, like tans and greens and and browns, those kind of colors work within their color palette. Corporate logo speaking. I almost want to do like a specific like hoppy beer thing and use the hops as like a bright green kind of within it. I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff you
ways
could
to
do.
That.
Yeah, a lot
kind
of
of what I like
angles.
about Trogs too is like the artwork on some of their bottles and cans over the years has been so iconic. They really work with local artists and they have art competitions and things like that to design things. You could almost do like a whole range of tartans for like all the different, flagship beers potentially. That could be fun.
Who's the brand? They have like very, very avant-garde like animal kind of things on there. They have the blood orange. They have one called, and you'll have to bleep this after the fact, probably Raging Beach.
Ooh, I know exactly.
Flying Dog. That's not right.
I really like their beers too. I should know.
Yeah, they're good. They'll kick you in the butt. That blood orange is very, very good, but it's like 8%.
It's something
crazy.
Dog, right?
Yeah, Ian, you were right. Flying Dog.
Flying Dog brand. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Flying Dog would be another one I'd be interested in. So yeah, there's a lot of really good brands out there. Allie, you obviously want to jump in with something here. You're very excited.
I do. Yeah, I picked out a brewery. I bet you didn't think I would.
I know you, Allie.
I actually don't like beer very much. I am like strictly a stout girl. Occasionally I'll try something a little off the wall, just, because I'll try anything. As far as like beer, like I'll try it. I'll try it.
Ian, shut up. Keep your mouth shut. I still am the owner of the company. There is still an HR issue. So you get too far down the path you're about to.
I'm so
Allie,
sorry.
I'd love to hear what you're into.
Brewery I would pick.
Like beers.
Cheshire Brewery in Philadelphia, PA. I would absolutely want to go local. They do a lot of work with communities surrounding Philadelphia, Pottstown being one of them.
Okay.
Nice.
And I love their logo. It is a Cheshire cat, obviously. And it's green and purple. And I would really like to, go wild with those in a tartan. See what that would look like.
Before, so.
Green and purple. So Isle of Skye, boom, done.
Yep.
There you go.
Spirit of Scotland.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody out there, tell me in the comments what's your favorite beer brand and why should we do a tartan for them? And then tag them because
why not?
They should have us design a tartan. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but this segment has made me extremely thirsty. I need a good IPA right about now. So let me know in the comments what your favorite brand of IPA is. I'm always looking to try new brands, so let me know who I should try down in the comments.